Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, have you ever wanted to create a book on Amazon KDP, but you just didn't know where to start? Well, today I'm going to be showing you how you make $8,656 by creating simple word search books. And the best part about this is that I'm going to show you how to create these using free tools and resources so you don't have to pay a single cent to get your first sale on Amazon, which makes this a great way for beginners to start their low and medium content publishing. So if you're a beginner looking to make an income online or start a side hustle, or you're just looking to get into a new niche, well then this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Okay, so here I am on Amazon and I did a generic search for word search books for kids because I just wanted to see what types of books are selling and how well they're selling. So the very first thing that we're gonna see is that it has over 6,000 search results. So if you know from my videos, you know that this is way too high to be competitive in this keyword. And so what we're going to want to do is niche down. And don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly that. So I'm going to show you it in a bit. But let's go ahead and look at some of the books that are selling really well in this niche. I'm not going to look at these sponsored listings because this is where people pay to get on top of the rankings. And so the first one right here is not an independently published book. So I'm not looking at this book. If we go to the next one, you notice that there's these three books that look very similar right here. And these are actually the books that I wanted to show you guys because these are all from the same publisher. And you can see that their sales rank is really low. So 5,000 for this one, 7,000 for this one, 8,000 for this one. And so I actually did a little bit of digging into this publisher. And here is their author page right here. And we can see their top selling books are right here. And so if we go through them, there's 7. There's 1 word search, 2 word search, 3 word search, 4 word search books that they have that are all selling very well. And the thing that I noticed was they all look very similar. And so I wanted to do a little bit more research into what the books actually look like. So if we look at their first book here, this is a word search for kids ages 6 to 8. And we can see it has a 4.8 out of 5 rating and over 2,500 ratings. That's a lot of ratings, guys. And so this book, whatever they're doing really well. And so I wanted to look inside. So let's go ahead and read the sample. So we can see here's the cover. It's a very simple cover. There's part of the word search right here, and then some elements around the word search with the title, very basic. The book belongs to page. And then if we get into the actual word searches, here is one of them right here. This is for fruits. So we can see that there is a heading. We can see that it says right here, can you find all of the words hidden in the puzzle below? And then it's a very simple word search. It's a 10 by 10 grid basically, and 10 words to find. And then a very simple graphic to represent what the word search is about. But I found this very, very interesting because look at all their pages. It's very simple and it's something that we can make very, very easily. If we look at their other book right here, this one is for ages 10 to 12. Let's see what it looks like. As we can see, the grid is a little bit bigger, but there are less words to find, but it's still the same kind of word search. It's not very hard to make. If we look at this one, ages 8 to 10, let's see what it looks like. And as you can see, just based off of the age group is how big or small the grid is. And then lastly, the ages 4 to 6, which I'm assuming is a very, very simple grid. And then this is what it looks like right here. Now, if we go ahead and take these 4 books and add up all of the estimated sales for how much this publisher is making, we're going to see that these 4 books are making $283 per day, which is $8,656 per month, which is absolutely incredible, especially because these books are so simple. And the best part about this is that this is actually passive income because once you have your book up on Amazon, well, Amazon will do the rest. They're going to print your book, they're going to ship your book, and they're going to pay you royalties every time your book sells. And if your book becomes popular and it's selling day after day, well, it could sell month after month and year after year, and you don't even have to actually touch it ever again. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to make these types of books, but before that, let me show you the niche that I found that you can take advantage of. Now I went ahead and niched down and I found this keyword, word search activity book for kids ages 10 to 12. And we can see this has 947 results, which is really good because when I'm looking to validate a niche and a keyword, I like to look for 3 specific things. Number 1, I like to look for search results that are about 1,000 and less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. So there's a chance that I can be competitive in this keyword. Number 2, I like to look for 3 KDP books that are independently published that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 and less, because this is going to tell me that the books are already selling, meaning there's demand for this niche. And then number 3, I like to look for a niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using that has a niche score of 50 and higher. So 947 search results is really, really good. That's below the 1,000 that I'm looking for. So that satisfies that part. So the next part is to look for 3 KDP books that all have a BSR of 300,000 or below. So if we go and start scrolling down, I'm going to disregard all of these sponsored posts here because this is where people are paying to artificially boost their rankings. And so the first one right here is this Ultimate Activity Puzzle book. It has a ranking of 3,881. So that is book number 1. The next book is one of the books that we highlighted. So that's book number 2 with a ranking of 5,375. And then this book right here is not a KDP book because right here on the publisher, it does not say independently published, which means that we're moving on from that. We have this book right here, independently published, which means it's a KDP book that's ranking in at 22,000. So that's already 3 books. And I'm pretty sure if we keep scrolling down, we're going to find more books that have a ranking below 300,000, which is going to tell us that this niche and this keyword specifically has a lot of demand because all of these books are selling. And with a niche score of 64, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So this keyword right here is starting to look like a winner. So I suggest you take advantage of this keyword before so many people do. Now that we've seen the interiors of this book and we know that they're simple to make, well, the next question is how do we make this type of interior? And I'm going to show you that right now using some free tools, including Canva and ChatGPT. So here I am on ChatGPT and I just did a simple prompt. I said, I am creating a word search book for kids. I need a list of topics that would make up this book. With each topic, I need 10 words to find. And the grid will be 10 letters by 10 letters, and each word must not exceed 10 letters. And the reason I said this is because I actually want to replicate this book right here, this word search book for kids, where you can see it's 10 letters across and 10 letters down with 10 words to find. And so I just asked ChatGPT, and as you can see, it came up with a bunch of topics with the words already here. And so this is a list of 15 topics, and you could just keep asking ChatGPT to give you more topics until you have a complete and full interior to upload onto KDP. And so now that we have this, let's go ahead and go to Canva and start creating this interior. Now I'm just going to go to Tangent Templates real quick to get my template for the interior. If you don't have Tangent Templates, it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and provide this interior template for you to use. So look for that in the description. You can see that it gives me the cover template as well as the interior template, which is what I want right now. And so right here, I'm going to download this so I can upload it onto Canva and use it as a guide to build this interior. So as you can see, I've already made it fit the page. And this will be the first page. So this is going to be the one on the right. I also have the one on the left right here, which we'll put on the next page. But this is the beginning of the book. And then what I like to personally do is I like to go up here to File, go to Settings, Show Rulers and Guides. And I just like to make the lines already so that I can delete this page right here while I'm working on this page. And this is just how you do it. You just drag it from the side all the way to wherever you want it to go. And then same from the top, you go all the way to the bottom. So now I have these lines. I can go ahead and delete this. And I know this is where I want to stay, at least on this page right here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to add our topic right here. And so this one's going to be animals. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the text right here. There's already some combinations here that you can use if you want to use them. But if you don't, then you can find your own, kind of like this one right here. So I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to ungroup it because I'm going to use the top one right here as the topic. And this one is animals. And then this one we're going to make smaller like this. Can you find all the animals in the word search? And then I want to just make it smaller so it can just be one line like so. And then everything is going to be printing out in black and white. So you might as well just change this to black like so. And then we can just line this up somewhere up on top here. And then I want to make this a little bit smaller. Now we want to build our word search right here. And if you remember, we're going to do a 10 letter across and 10 letter down. So first we want to get a box. So we can go ahead and just use this shape right here. What we can do, because it's black, we can click on it and then we can change the color to transparent. And then we can add a border right here, border style. And you can put any border you want like so. And then you can even change the rounding. So let's put this to 40 and we can play around with the weight. So let's put it at 5 or maybe less, 3. And then we can just resize it to whatever size we want. And this should be good right here. So now we want to put our letters in here, right? But we want to get our list that we got from ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and go back to ChatGPT. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, then go back to here to Canva. And I'm just going to open a new text box here. And I'm just going to paste it in here, just so I can see what it is right there, just for reference. So what we want to do is we just want to add a body of text and we just want to write out every single letter that we have. So there's A, and I'm just going to duplicate it and do B and just do every letter of the alphabet. Now that we have all our letters here, I realized I want these all in uppercase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this box right here. You can go ahead and click on it right here, and then you can go ahead and lock it so it locks the position so it won't move around. And then highlight all of these letters. And then I want to make them bigger so you can uppercase them right here. And then there you go. And now we're just going to rearrange them. And I'm just going to start by just moving them around so they become randomized. And then I'm going to start lining them up right here. Remember, we want 10 letters across and 10 letters down. And now that we have those 10 letters, what you can do is you can highlight these letters and then you can go to position up here and click tidy up, and then it will evenly space out these letters. So now we have this first row, and I just want to do this for all of these rows, and then we'll start to fit in all of these animals. So I've done this column right here. So same thing, if you highlight it all, go to position, tidy up, it'll space it out evenly for you right there. So as you can see, I have all these letters right here, but they are not straight. So I'm going to go ahead and do this line by line and just select them all here. Position, tidy up, and then do this for every single one. But we also want to do it vertically. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these by column so I can rearrange them. And now that I have them grouped by column, we can go ahead, position, tidy up again, and it should perfectly space them out just like this. And so now what we can do is we can ungroup them like that. And now we can start working on our words. So the first one is elephant. Let's put it up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace these letters right here. And then there you go. There's elephant right there. And then giraffe is next. So let's put giraffe kind of in a diagonal. And then kangaroo, which we'll put on the bottom right here. And then I'm going to speed this up, but you guys can just follow along and see where I put all of these words. So there we go. I was able to put in all of these words into this word search, and I just colored it red so I knew where it was, because we need to create an answer page. So this is the easiest way. So I know where it is right here, but I just want to show you guys. And now I'm going to create the answer page for it. And in order to do that, all we're going to do is we're going to go back to elements here. We're going to get the same exact one, the same box right here. We're going to go ahead and change the color to transparent, add a border, and then put the border weight down to maybe 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put these around all the words. And so there you go. There's the answer page right here. So what we're going to do is we can just copy this whole thing, turn it back to black, and then copy it. So if we go here, we can create a new page, or we could just simply put it somewhere in the back here, like so. And then this one would be, and I would lock this. So I'd group it all together like that. And then we could probably fit a couple of these answer pages onto one sheet. And then this one is for animals. So we could just do something like animals page 1 and just put it right there. And then this would be our answer page. So we could put another one here, another one here. So we could probably fit in 6 of these. And so that's how you do that. Now let's go back to the crossword right here. And now all we want to do is we want to put our words right here. So I already have them. And so let's just use what we have. And so let's go ahead and take the numbers out. And then let's break it up at the 5th one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this and then just delete this one here. Delete this one here. Now I just realized I actually didn't put penguin up there, but for this example's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and take that out and just work with 9. And so now that we have this, we can go ahead and resize it, and then we can change the font to something maybe like this. So now we have that, and then now we just want to add maybe an element here to signify that these are animals. And then there you go. There's our first page. And then we would just make our second page, which would be right here. And if we go back to ChatGPT, that would be fruits. And so that would be the same process for fruits. Just make sure that you change these lines out like this before you start working. And then you can delete this. And then you can start doing the exact same process right here onto page number 2. Until you had a full interior, which is about 100 pages. And then, like I showed you, just put the answers right here in the back of the book. and then just fit in 6 of them per page. And so it doesn't take up too much of the book. You could even put more if you squeeze it in. And then all you would have to do is click on share, go to download here, choose PDF print, do all pages. If you have the Canva Pro, choose CMYK. If not, you can choose RGB. Go ahead and download and it'll be ready for you to upload onto KDP. So if you want access to this interior so you can start creating your own word search book, go ahead and look at the description down below for my Gumroad shop. I'm going to make this available. I'm also going to include this Canva template link in there so that you can just click on it. You can save it as your own and you can start designing just where I left off. Now you could always build these word search puzzle books in a fraction of the time using paid tools. However, that is for another video, but I'm going to link some tools down in the description for you to check out if you want to. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.